Hi guys. Okay, I'm going to do a short lesson with you on sequencing and figuring out what comes next. It's kind of an ELA skill and a life skill. So I am here on my Boom Cards. I signed into my student account on Boom Cards. And I will also post the fast link for you all so that you can play. Okay, so I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to look for fall sequencing. So I'm going to click on fall sequencing.
Gabriella is starting to pick apples. What happens next?
Okay, so it's going to give you a picture and a little short story. This one is Gabriella is starting to pick apples. And then you have to say what happens next. She picks them all, she picks some more, or she picks a couple. What do you think is next? After starting to pick apples, does she pick them all?
Gabriella is starting to pick apples.
Probably.
What happens next?
Probably not, because if she's just starting, she's not going to pick them all next. How about she picks some more?
Gabriella is starting to pick apples. What happens next?
No, she picks a couple.
Gabriella picks a couple apples. What happens next?
Okay, so she picked a couple of apples. What does she do next? Pick some more? She is starting to pick, or she picks them all. What do you think it is? Do you think she picks them all next? Do you think she just starts to pick? No, that happened already. She picks some more? I think she picks some more.
Gabriella picks some more apples. What happens next?
Okay, so she picks more apples, and then what happens? She starts to pick, she picks them all, or she picks a couple. Well, we know she already started to pick, and she picked a couple, so maybe she picks them all. I think so.
Gabriella picks all the apples. You got it. Are you ready to put them in order? Click the arrow to begin.
Okay. Oh, now we have to put them in order. Let's put the pictures in order. Okay, first, what is the picture of her starting to pick apples? She's just starting. Is it this one? She's got an apple in her basket and one in her hand. This one, there's no apples on the tree. All the apples are in the basket. Or this one, there's a few apples on the tree and more in the basket. Or this one where she has one in her hand and none in the basket. I think this is where she starts, probably. Okay, so she's got one that she's about to put in her basket and the rest are on the tree. What's next? What do you think comes next? She has a lot of apples in her basket and some on the tree. All of the apples in the basket and none on the tree. Or one in her basket and she's about to put in another one. I think maybe this one goes second. Okay, what comes third? This one where she has no apples on the tree and they're all in the basket. I don't think that's next. How about this one where she's got a few apples left on the tree and a few in the basket? And finally, the last one, she's picked all the apples. Let's see if that's right. Ooh, we were correct.
The tree has lots of leaves. What happens next?
Okay, so the tree has lots of leaves. What's going to happen? A few leaves fall, all of the leaves fall, or more leaves fall? Let's see. Maybe a few leaves fall. Yes, a few leaves fall.
A few leaves start to fall. What happens next?
All of the leaves fall, no leaves fall, or more leaves fall? I think more leaves fall.
More leaves start to fall off the tree. What happens next?
What do you think happens next? No leaves fall? more leaves fall, or all of the leaves fall off? Let's see, how about no leaves fall?
More leaves start to fall off the tree.
No, that's not right.
What happens next?
What happens, let's see, after more leaves fall off the tree, more leaves fall? No.
More leaves start to fall off the tree. What
And
happens next?
next, all the leaves fall.
All of the leaves have fallen. You got it. Are you ready to put them in order? Click the arrow to begin.
You ready to put them in order? Let's see. Okay, so let's put them in order. First, second, third, last. What you could do also is start with maybe the last if you know it, and go back to the first. Okay, so here's the tree with all of the leaves on it. None of them are falling. Here's a tree with most of the leaves falling, but some of them still on. This tree has all of the leaves off. And this tree has a few leaves falling. Which one do you think would go last? Do you think maybe the one that has all the leaves falling off? Maybe. Let's put it there. And then what would be? A tree with a few leaves falling or most of the leaves falling? I think most of the leaves off. Okay, and what's next? A tree with no leaves falling or a few leaves falling? I think this one with a few leaves. And then the first one would be a tree with all of the leaves on and no leaves falling. Let's submit it. Okay, that's correct.
Carson is ready to make a jack-o'-lantern. What happens next?
Okay, we'll do one more sequencing activity. Okay, so he's making a jack-o'-lantern. He's ready. Okay, he's ready. He has his carving tools, his pumpkin, and his pumpkin is all intact. What does he do next? Does he finish the jack-o'-lantern? Does he carve the jack-o'-lantern? Or does he scoop? What is one of the first things he needs to do? Finish?
Carson is ready to make a jack-o'-lantern. What happens next?
He carves.
Carson is ready to make a jack-o'-lantern. What happens next?
He scoops.
Carson scoops out the pumpkin insides. What happens next?
Okay, so he scooped the pumpkin inside out, and next, what does he do? He carves, he finishes, or he's ready to start. Let's see. He starts carving, or he carves. That's correct.
Carson carves a face into his pumpkin. What happens next?
Okay, so he carves a face into the pumpkin. What's next? He carves. Or probably he scoops. That one's probably supposed to be he scoops. He's ready to start, or he finishes.
Carson carves a face into his pumpkin. What happens next?
Okay, we know he's not ready to start because he already started, so maybe he finished. That's cool.
Carson finishes his jack-o'-lantern. You got it. Are you ready to put them in order? Click the arrow to begin.
Okay, are you ready to put them in order? Let's see. Okay, so we have 4 pictures, first, second, third, last. Okay, we'll go in order first to last this time. So what's the first one? This one where Carson's carving a face. This one where he's all done. This one where he's ready to carve. Or this one where he's scooping out the insides. Okay, I think the very first one would be him ready to start with his tools and his whole pumpkin. Okay, and then what does he do next? He scoops out the inside. And then third, what does he do? He carves the face. And then the last, he is finished. Let's see if we're correct. So first, second, third, last. Ready to submit? We got it all correct.
Jaden needs to rake up the leaves in his garden. What happens next?
Okay. We're gonna not do that one. I'll let you do that one on your own, okay? Try it on your own. I'll put the link under the video. So I'll see you later. Bye.